Okay, there's a 20-point wobble on the Nifty. We were up 90, we were up 70 now, just under 70. Dhananjay Sena is Director and Head of Institutional Research at Systematics Group. Dhananjay, thanks very much. Good to have you here. Just a quick word on the Nifty to begin with. Are you constructive from here for the near to medium term?
At the right time, and we have been scaling up the target for Nifty. So currently we are thinking that in the next 12 to 18 months time, the Nifty could go up to almost like 12,000 or so. And my sense is that given the analysis that we have done recently, the upside risk is definitely there. And in terms of participation, I think the banking stock or banking sector should really sort of catch up. This is one sector that has actually been lagging behind, and we see a significant amount of valuation there. Of course, there are a lot of concern in the near term. So I think that's what we have a view in terms of Nifty.
Sorry, so you say when you published your recent research, what are the factors? Briefly, if you can just run us through the top three.
So the thing is, one is that incrementally the leading indicators are telling us that there is a sort of improvement in economic activities, be it the e-way bill or even the currency holding with public, auto sales, tractor sales, agriculture sector, etc. All of those are actually showing some revival, both from a domestic standpoint and global standpoint. So that's one side of it. Number two, what we are seeing is that the global liquidity is far more higher than what we have seen earlier on, and our sort of assessment in terms of how long does the impact happens on the valuation. Our view is that it will last for at least 12 to 18 months time. Because the liquidity is significantly higher. We have seen that multiple has expanded on a trailing basis from 17 times to 27 times already, with a 42% growth, so which means earnings growth contracted and yet the multiples expanded. Going forward, as things improve, I think the multiple can expand even further.
Okay, that's interesting. Dhananjay, good morning. Thanks for joining in. On the market as a whole, since March, we've seen this very interesting rally play out, and we've seen sector rotation, financials, IT also participating, of course, oil and gas, thanks to Reliance. What part of the market are you most convinced about at the moment in terms of biggest overweights?
So the thing is, first of all, I think that there does seem to be in terms of visibility, where we see a significant traction and possibly acceleration in that is with respect to the rural theme, which includes consumption. If you look at staple goods, staple consumption items, you look at auto sales, especially with respect to two-wheelers, or even if you look at tractors, there has been a significant rebound. So if you look at M&M numbers, I think they were contracting by roughly about 80% in April. There is a bounce back since then, and M&M is showing a growth of 12%, and Escort is showing a growth of almost like 18%. So there is a rebound that has been happening. So that is one angle that one should look at. I would say agri inputs, broader consumption items, especially relating to the rural areas, consumer small consumer goods or consumer appliances. So that's another area. I think agro inputs have been seeing a good traction. If you look at the fertilizer sales or production numbers, I think there's a very good traction. So that is the known things. I think all the leading indicators are telling that this can be stronger going forward. We are moving towards more cyclical with addition in terms of metal stocks, and also with respect to banking, wherein there is a lot of concern even now. In metals, I would say the globally has been stronger than we expected. If you look at crude, and there is a lagged impact of that's happening on industrial metals, steels, etc. So I think we have picked up Hindalco and JSW Steel to capture that. And also in the banking space, we think that while the credit cost would increase after the moratorium gets removed, we have assumed a 40% growth in GNP on a pessimistic side that increases systemic GNP by roughly about 4 lakh plus crores, 4 lakh crores plus crores. And we think that in the current context of the capital buffer that banking system as a whole has, which is closer to 15%, and tier 1 capital closer to 11%. I would say that
Okay, Dhananjay, unfortunately, we have you on a really bad line right now, so that last bit got lost. We will have to take a break right now. We'll connect with you after a couple of days, perhaps, and then we will continue this conversation. Thank you very much for your time this morning. Need to take a break. On that note, on the other side, we get chatting with the management of TeamLease. Let's find out how hiring activity is looking now that India has started to at least partially unlock.